Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm back making another video, and you guys told me to tell you what I thought, to share my thoughts on the whole Lamont Peterson testing positive for steroids, PEDs, the big PEDs. I don't know, man. This is a hot topic right now, obviously, since it barely came out, and I had to take a day to kind of assess the situation, see if more information came out before saying something. You know how things go, where it's preliminary results. The new result came back. It was negative. He was taking his girlfriend's his girlfriend's fucking birth control pills, and it messed up with him. All these ridiculous things that come out with these fucking drug tests, and then they get let off the hook. So doesn't seem that way for Lamont Peterson, but I will say this, that I looked into the story, I looked into what they're talking about, and for you guys that don't know what was going on or what is going on, this is the whole situation. Well, Lamont Peterson, god damn, text. Anyways, Lamont Peterson, Lamont Peterson's, damn, I'm messing up already. Damn, phone messed me up. Lamont Peterson's camp said that they were trying to keep under wraps that he had low testosterone levels. So in order to fix that, his doctor gave him soy testosterone shots, or a shot. I don't know exactly. And they looked on the boxing's banned substances list, and that wasn't on the list. And they said the reason it wasn't on the list because soy testosterone takes a while to get into your body. It's not a fast acting testosterone where you could get juiced up or something like that. I don't know. So anyways, that's the reason why he tested positive. And you know how they go on to say Lamont Peterson has never tested positive in his life. It's been 10 years of such and such boxing. Never one time has he been, tested positive. That's the shit that bothers me, man. Like, everyone's going to say that, but in all honesty, if you've already tested positive for steroids once and you test positive again, people are like, he's a steroid user. But if you don't have to test positive various times for people to be like, oh, okay, it's okay because he's tested positive a lot of times. That's the whole point of fucking steroids. Once you test positive once, that's all it takes. And I don't see the logic behind saying stuff like that. I really don't. I think I would have more respect, and I'll be like, damn, this dude is so real. He just, was like, fuck it, man. Yeah, I got caught. I'm human. I did this. I wanted to get an edge on the game. I wanted to get an edge in the competition, so I took the easy way out. I took the easy route. I try to do things a short way. I try to, do what, X amount of reasons. You could go on and on. Oh, my God. You could go on and on about the various reasons why you did it. Instead of hiding behind, your camp and not publicly issuing a statement or something along that nature, because it's always better to knock it out instead of letting it sit and letting it get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger to the point where even an apology is not going to work, So I think if you did it, just come clean. But if you got caught and you're saying that it's justified and this and that and blah blah blah, then this is the reason why I believe he's on roids, because I gave him the benefit of the doubt, but I don't know if I'm reading false information online, but I've seen it in about 3 pretty legitimate websites, boxing websites, if that. And soy protein doesn't have anything to do with what he tested positive for. What he tested positive for was synthetic steroids. Has nothing to do with the testosterone thing. So he took 2 urine tests and failed them back in March 19th. And what makes it even more suspicious is that when he failed it, he didn't, what does it say? He didn't inform, I don't know, I think when you do that, I don't know, I'm not a professional boxer or any of that nature, so I don't know how that works, but it seems like to be when there's something wrong with your test results that you have to, tell the agency or whatever that you took it with or something like that. The point is that he didn't do it. So this shit sucks. I hate it. because I had a lot of respect for Lamont Peterson. Even though that last fight, I thought Amir Khan won. But just to look at the bigger picture now, because that win was supposedly controversial, and some people saw like, no, Lamont Peterson won, no, Amir Khan won. You know, it's cool. But just think about it. Now the whole throwing a wrench into the machine and fucking everything up. And my bad, guys, for and then it keeps on going. And it keeps on going. What the fuck was I saying? Oh yeah, so it just throws a wrench into the machine of what happened that night versus Amir Khan. Like, one thing that happened was the late round deduction by the ref because of Amir Khan's pushing. Then we get the whole hometown favoritism thing. That's why Lamont Peterson escaped. And now, bam, we have steroid usage. And that shit just blows everything now out of proportion. So, you know, I was like, damn, you know, what looked like a hard, grinded out fight for Lamont Peterson now just looks like the reason he was able to grind and deliver punishment is because of roids. And everybody has the right to suspect that he was using steroids at that point. And it sucks, dude. And it sucks because out of all the fighters that you could think of, nobody, I don't think anybody in their God-forgiven minds would have guessed Lamont Peterson. You know, who would have thought? He doesn't even look like he's on roids, you know. Well, I'm not saying like, you know, boxers are going to be bulging out like football players or something like that, but still, you know, I think anybody would have been like, oh, you know, if it was Manny Pacquiao that tested positive, oh, we all knew it, you know, because everybody suspected that. I think I would have even suspected Andre Berto for using that because of his trainer that he's using, Victor Conti, and he was the mastermind behind the whole debacle situation. I would have guessed that before Lamont Peterson. I would have even guessed Victor Ortiz because Victor Ortiz is a huge guy. He's super in shape, so I could suspect him as well. I could even suspect Marquez because of his new trainer that he had, which is Angel Heredia, I think. The one that was involved with the debacle situation as well. Or I think it was oh my God, and I think it was the Barry Bonds situation as well. Something like that. I know he was linked to Conti. So I would have guessed all those guys. Even the smaller fighters that get caught. Like, you know, it sucks. But I would have never guessed Lamont Peterson. Never. This is a sad day. This is a sad week for boxing because this is a guy that's a champ. I would understand if it was an amateur or somebody we've never heard about, and he just hits a headline, and you know, X and O tested positive. Who that cares about that guy? But it's Lamont Peterson, man. He's a champ, so I think that's what makes it more devastating that he stole, you know, quote unquote stole the belt from Amir Khan and not doing it fairly. But it is what it is. With that being said, there isn't much left to say on this topic. So for my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. For my old subscribers that found me from my old channel, thank you as well. You guys found me by the graces of God because I have no idea. There's a lot of you guys. So thank you guys a lot. And for the new people watching, please subscribe. I bet you guys won't be disappointed. So again, this is an opinion from a boxing fan. I am not an expert. I'm not saying I'm an expert. I'm just a guy that loves the sport of boxing and just happens to have an opinion, and people are willing to listen to it. So with that being said, thanks for tuning in. Take it easy and have a good night.